Hello, people! It's Comic News with Duke and Eric. Eric's
Hello.
back. So Eric, how was the convention?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
You don't want to know, Eric. Just
I didn't watch the news show last week, so I'm not caught up on what's going on in my continuity.
he doesn't know what the rug burn reference is, folks.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to assume. I don't even know.
Just watch and then message me and tell me how pissed you are. So we got a lot to cover this week, so let's not waste any time. Eric, you take the first one.
All right, so Mark Ruffalo may be the new Hulk. I don't put a lot of stock in this because over the past week we've gotten a lot of names who might be the new Hulk. Did you cover the Hulk last week?
Well, we did, but the thing is, it was before, because it was at the time where Edward Norton was rumored to be leaving. And
Okay.
So if anyone
doesn't know, Marvel put out a statement that said that they're really looking for a high caliber actor, someone who can really blend with the other high caliber actors that they've got going on in their films, and that they really didn't feel that Ed Norton was the right choice. Now, note that before that, they were talking about it, and I'm convinced it's entirely monetary, despite the opening of their statement is, this has nothing to do with money. And then Ed Norton's agent responded, was like, that was a really negative statement, not to mention the fact that he's personal friends with some of the actors.
Yeah.
Of course he's going to blend with them. So anyways, the thing is, because everybody's like, how do you feel about Ed Norton not being the Hulk? And I'm kind of like, of all of the characters, Bruce Banner is probably the most interchangeable when it comes to actors.
Uh-huh.
I don't really care that much. I mean, Bruce Banner in the movies is not the most complicated character in the world, and there's a lot of people who could play him.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't bug me that much. I don't even know who this guy is.
Yeah, I don't even know.
He looks familiar as hell. Like, I feel like I've seen him in something, maybe a TV show.
Let's see, I'm trying. This thing tells me,
It says he was in Shutter Island, but I didn't see that.
he's in The Kids Are All Right, and I've heard some good things about that movie. It just came out.
He looks a little too old to be Bruce Banner, but I don't know.
Yeah, like I said, me and Manos did talk about it, but it was before they finally confirmed he was leaving. That and the audio for that whole chunk just didn't really sound that good, so I ended up cutting it.
Okay.
Because we actually recorded a whole fifth part, because we kept talking, which was sad, because we had a joke about Mel Gibson being Hank Pym in the Avengers movie.
That would be perfect!
We know, that's what we were joking about. Especially now. Moving on.
Hold on. Movie Bob did a blog post where he talked about, he's like, it doesn't matter whether Mel Gibson did it or not. The fact that you hear that, and you're like, yeah, I can totally see that. His career's over.
Well, actually, the funny thing is, since that's come out, he's filming a movie called The Beaver, where he finds a puppet that looks like a beaver, and he believes it's alive, and it's telling him what to do. So now when you see people put audio up on YouTube, there's a picture of him looking crazy with a beaver puppet on his hand.
That's funny. All right, next story.
Yes, this is kind of following up with what me and Manos talked about. So last week, Dynamite put out this Genesis is Coming thing with an Alex Ross image. It involved using a bunch of Jack Kirby characters that were made in the in the 90s before he passed on, and for Top Comics. And this week they announced that Kirk Busiek's going to be writing it, which sucks because now I have to read it.
Well, there's an upside and downside to this. On the whole, I don't particularly like this idea.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, just something about like it's one thing to use Jack Kirby characters because they're in standard continuity. But I don't know, something. I'm like, that's Jack Kirby, man. Like, leave it alone. Unless you're like, unless this is like reprints of like Jack Kirby comics that never saw print or something like that.
This is fresh and new. I think they are going to reprint it though. I hear they're going to reprint like trades of the old stuff though.
I don't know. I'm like, just something about it doesn't feel right to me. I'm like, you shouldn't. Because Jack Kirby was such an innovator and an artist and whatnot, and I'm like, I don't really want to see someone else doing Jack Kirby stuff. But didn't Kurt Busiek do Marvels?
Yeah, Kirk Busiek did Marvels of Alex Ross. And I don't know if Alex Ross is doing the actual interiors, because he never does anymore. I think he's doing covers and stuff.
Alright. I don't know. I just kind of I'm like, especially if they get a lesser artist, I don't feel warm and fuzzy about this.
I will check it out because it's Kirk Busiek writing it, who's one of my favorite writers. Damn them. And yeah, I don't know about it because I don't know, like many people, I don't know a lot about the characters they're using. I just know that they were something Jack Kirby made before he passed. And Manos told me a lot of them were pretty bad. Some of the comics were pretty bad. So let's move on to the next one. Now,
Right.
before we go on, a lot of the stuff we're going to say is going to be announced at San Diego. Bleeding Cool somehow found a lot of news that features the word "to be announced" at San Diego. So next week.
This is the Harvey Awards, right?
Yeah, the Harvey Awards. But I just want to get to that because I'm going to say that a lot.
Okay, because I was like, am I on the wrong article? All right.
No, I just wanted to get to that.
Do we really want to go through every single thing?
No, I didn't want to. I was going to point out we can kind of glaze over which ones we like.
Actually, what I found interesting was that because we do the Eisners, we covered the Eisners, right?
Yeah, the same thing we did. We're just gonna.
I actually know what some of these are.
Yeah, I know that's the thing.
With the Eisners, I was like, I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is.
I know five people. I know five people.
I know what these are. All right, so well, the two to me kind of. I'm gonna go through the ones I think are important.
Okay.
If you think a different one's important, you can jump in. But best writer, we have Jason Aaron for Scalped, Jeff Johns for Blackest Night, Kirkman for Walking Dead, Jeff Kinney for Diary of a Wimpy Kid, and Mark Waid for Irredeemable. Best artist, we have Robert Crumb for Book of Genesis, Guy Davis for BPRD Black Goddess, Brian Fies for Whatever Happened to the World of Tomorrow, David Peterson for Mouse Guard Winter 1152, Frank Quietly for Batman Robin, and J.H. Williams III for Detective Comics. I'm going to tell you, the Batman Robin Detective Comics is like a flip of a coin for me. They're both...
I just got the Elegy hardcover like less than a week ago, and it's awesome.
The
Batwoman one, yeah.
Okay.
I also got the Blackest Night hardcover right here.
I was looking at that, but it was $30. I'm like, I'll wait for the paperback, maybe.
I had a ton of money with me, and they did not have Under the Hood at my store, and I wanted to buy that and read it before the DVD came out. I already saw the movie, but
yeah, me too. Best new series is Batman Robin, Chew, Irredeemable, Sweet Tooth, and Unwritten. I've heard amazing things about all of them. I've only read Batman Robin, but there's a girl at my comic book shop who's gonna lend me. She has the first 2 or 3 trades of Chew.
I love Irredeemable.
Irredeemable sound good.
It is really good.
Best continuing or limited series, that kind of bugs me. It should be best continuing and best limited. Like, they should be 2 different categories, whatever. Beast of Burden, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Gangs, Invincible, Scalped, Walking Dead. Invincible is the only one that I've really read. Like, I read the first trade of Walking Dead, and I've read the first 4 trades of Invincible.
My sister reads the Diary of a Wimpy Kid book. She loves those.
Best original graphic novel, Astrios Polyp, Book of Genesis, George Sprott, Footnotes in Gaza, Stitches, Whatever Happened to the World of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Trying to think. Yeah, there's nothing else really that I want to cover. But I don't know. Like, I know who some of these people are, and even if I've read the series, I know what the series is.
Yeah. Yeah, we were just going to glaze through this, and I can't say anything. Let's see. I don't know who I want to win Best Writer. I want to say Jeff Johns, but Irredeemable's so good.
I'm gonna go with Diary of a Wimpy Kid, which I've never read, just because.
Yeah, my sister would go with that. Best artist.
I'm not going with Jason Aaron because I refuse to read anything written by Jason Aaron because he ruined Ghost Rider.
Hey, you're standing by what you believe in, Eric.
I know. I stand on the edge.
He's that tough, ladies and gentlemen.
I make a line, and across this line, you do not. All right. So,
that was awesome. Let's see. We have. We have like another minute left here. I think it's plenty of time.
Well, the next one's quick, so.
Yeah, go. You hold on here.
Okay.
I'll do this. Now they're going to announce this in San Diego, like I said, like a lot of other things we're going to talk about. But IDW is going to be publishing a Rocketeer Anthology featuring new Rocketeer comics by big name artists. That's all. That's newsworthy.
Yeah, J-Train would have more to say. I've never really read Rocketeer. Alright, so, next part.
Yeah, switch over time.